Hello, I'm IBXToycat and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a vloggy style video based on a comment I had suggesting that I do a 5 fun facts you didn't know about IBXToycat, or 5 things you didn't know about IBXToycat, and I really actually did quite like the idea, so that's what I'm doing today. I'm Andrew, or IBXToycat, or just Toycat if you will, and I'm the person behind the voice on all the videos. So yeah, this is me in the person. If you are curious, this is what I look like. If the face doesn't match the voice, don't worry, just pretend that I'm like a puppet that I'm currently, mastering or whatever, and that's that right there. So yeah, if you do enjoy the video, please do like it and let me know, because it helps out the channel a lot and lets me do like this slightly different vloggy style video. It's something I'd like to do maybe as like a series of some form, if you of course like it, and if you don't, then we'll just pretend this never happened. And that's a solid idea right there, isn't it? But yeah, let's start by talking about the first thing you might not have known about IBXToycat. And the first thing you might not have known about IBXToycat is the fact that I am 20 years old. I know a lot of people say, oh yeah, you don't look 20, something face doesn't match the voice. But the truth is, yeah, I'm 20 years old. I'm turning 21 this year, and I currently do YouTube and streaming full time. So between the YouTube videos that I assume a lot of you watch. Well, if you're watching this one, there's a good chance you watch YouTube videos. Second of all, there is the YouTube streams and the Mobcraft streams. I'd say between those two things, I'm currently doing this very bizarre career that just didn't exist 5 or 10 years ago. Like, there's no career advice for it or anything like that. But yeah, I'm currently living the dream as far as that thing goes, and that's why I enjoy a lot of stuff so much. So yeah, first point is I currently do YouTube and streaming full time. A lot of people are kind of surprised by that, because it doesn't make any sense that this whole works this way. I'm only glad that enough of you are watching that it still allows me to do a thing. So I don't know how long this will last. Maybe next year I have to go back into the real world or whatever it is. But yeah, for now I'm currently doing YouTube and streaming full time, and I'm loving it quite a bit. So if you're ever curious as to exactly how I spend so much time on videos, it's because it's what I do every single day. Anyway, let's move on to the second thing you might not have known about IBXToycat, and that is that I have currently been to 12 separate countries, which I know at some point I'm going to cross the threshold of being over the average, right? But yeah, I've been to 12 separate countries. I'm going to have problems naming them all, but Denmark, Slovakia, Austria, Belgium, the Netherlands, France. I'm gonna get lost already, but yeah, I've been to 12 separate countries. I counted, and then I forgot how I got to that number. But either way, the goal, I guess that's just one interesting little thing. But the interesting thing here to me is that I'm trying to go to all 28 countries in the EU by the end of 2016. That's like one of my New Year's resolutions. Not that I call it that, but yeah, that's why I'm kind of trying to do that this year, and that's why I'm traveling so much. Because not only do I enjoy traveling a lot, but I'm trying to like hit a goal. Because I think it'd be cool to say I've been to every single EU country. Like the EU is kind of like like a mega country. Might as well go to every other country in that country. So yeah, that's why I travel so much. Oh, that's one of the reasons I travel so much. And that's a fun fact you might not have known. Been to 12 separate countries. Which again, I don't know if that is like above average or just average or slightly below the average, but whatever it is, that's that right there. So the third thing you might not have known about me is the fact that my favorite game of all time is probably Portal 1. I had real difficulties like thinking about this one. Like I spent a solid hour last night in the shower being like, well, I really like Super Mario 64, but do I like it more than Portal? The truth is, I like Portal so much because even though it's a 2-hour experience, like I'd say Portal 2, there's more of it, but it's slightly worse, like per hour. I'd say I really love Portal because even though it's only a 2-hour experience, that 2 hours of like game is some of the best 2 hours you can have. Like if you do have 2 hours spare and you're like, I want to try a game, pick up Portal. It's incredibly cheap. You can get it for free all the time, and it's just one of those great games because it has an amazing narrative. Like you're laughing at the game as you're going along. It has this really cool gameplay mechanic, and it just has like everything wrapped up into a perfect little bundle. It's a tiny little bundle that you have to slowly eat, like a little, if you're a hamster and you got a cupcake in your hands. But either way, I think it's a pretty great game. I don't know what that analogy was, by the way, but I think Portal is probably my favorite game of all time. Close contenders though, I like sometimes I say different things. Would probably be Sonic Adventure 1, Minecraft, or Super Mario 64. Like, I've been playing Minecraft for 5 years versus Portals. I guess I played it 2 hours, and I've played for about 4 or 5 more times. But still, like, 12 hours versus 5 years. It's hard to say that it's better when I played for so little time. But yeah, that's that. And then Super Mario 64, because it's one of the classics. And Sonic Adventure 1, because it was one of the first games I, really, really liked in that way. So, yeah, that is my favorite game, and the close contenders for my favorite game. Let's move on to the fourth thing you might not know about IBXToycat. I'm always terrified I'll get the numbers mixed up in this one, because even while I'm editing, I've done that sometimes. But yeah, the fourth thing you might not have known about IBXToycat is the fact that I actually used to be a games journalist. So basically, I should really clarify. It's a games journalist. I didn't write for like IGN or something. But yeah, I used to like kind of freelance and do my own sort of stuff, and I really enjoy talking about games, as you might be able to tell from the fact that I, speak at a camera about them. But yeah, I really enjoy talking about games, and in particular, I just enjoyed writing at the time. So when I was like, I guess I started when I was like 15. I started doing stuff like reviews on games and started writing like guides for games, all that sort of stuff. And funny enough, doing all that sort of guides, reviews, and news about games is actually how I ended up paying for the YouTube thing in the first place. Because I had a Dazzle since like 2011, which I bought with like some Christmas money. But to buy a HD PVR, HD capture card at the time when I had a standard def TV, like I had a massive standard def TV, so I had to upgrade to a HD TV. I had to buy all the cables. I had to buy a laptop that could render like HD. It cost a lot of money. And that's something, I guess, that it took a big risk to do the YouTube thing, and then it happened that just after that is when everything started going well. So yeah, fun fact you might not have known is I used to be a games journalist. That's how I actually paid for the whole YouTube thing, because you have to buy a HD capture card. And funnily enough, I don't think I've ever done a proper job working for someone else, because even when I was 13, I owned my own website, and that was actually it was quite a successful website. I think it was ranked like top 3,000 on the internet at the time, which is that counts for something, if you count Alexa rankings anyway. And then obviously I broke everything and it fell over. And then also, even when I did work experience, which is something that's necessary for a lot of courses in the UK, when I did work experience on my IT course, I was actually a contractor and I got paid a decent amount per day because I was working on a real thing for them. So yeah, I've never actually worked for someone else directly. I've only ever been like a contractor or like like doing for a freelancer or whatever it was. And that's something that means, I guess, I always worry that I'm not relatable in that way, because most people, work for insert company here. But I've always just been doing this bizarre thing where I just kind of do my own thing, and it kind of works out. So that's why, to me, I live the dream, because I'm always, even though it means I have to work hard sometimes, it's good to work myself, and I enjoy that a lot. So yeah, that is the fourth thing you might not have known. I kind of stretched that used to be a games journalist point into how that's a lot of points in one there, but that's one collection of things you might not have known about IBXToycat. The fifth thing you might not have known about me is that I actually have I guess a card game addiction is what I like to call it, because the truth is, when I was younger, I used to really love the idea of card games. You get your first Yu-Gi-Oh pack or your first Pokemon cards, and I really love it, but I never, the amount it costs for a booster pack, like £2.49, as a child, that's just so much, and I'd be able to do it every now and then. But the truth is, I won't be able to do it so frequently. And yeah, now that I'm an adult and I have a thing, I really love being able to actually just buy booster packs. Like for like last year, for a lot of months, like whenever I get paid, I'd buy myself like 2 or 3 packs of Pokemon cards, and it is so cool to open them. Like on my desk, I've only got the online cards. I don't want to show you the actual thing, so I'll just show you the back. But yeah, I've got a bunch of these because every single pack you get an online pack too. It's really cool. And also, you might know I play Hearthstone a bunch. That's because it's a digital card game. And yeah, I really love card games. It takes a lot of like self-control for me to not just buy all the packs, and there's something very special about card games that mean they have a place in my heart. Also, board games are something that I enjoy quite a bit, but they're more of a social experience. Video games are cool, but there's also a lot of like other games that I guess card games are also a video game too now. But yeah, you get the point I'm saying here. I really like card games, and that's that. So those are 5 fun facts you might not have known about me. I am 20. I do YouTube streaming full time. I have been to 12 separate countries, I'm pretty sure. I have problems counting them out, though, which is kind of problematic. And my favourite game full-time is Portal. I'm used to be a games journalist, that's how I paid for YouTube, and I've never properly worked for someone else. And finally, I have a card game addiction, a crippling card game addiction, if you will. But no, in all seriousness, that's that. So I hope you did all enjoy today's video. If you did like it, please do like it and let me know. It helps out the channel a lot, and let us know you do like it. Share if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here. I make videos like this every single day on my channel, and if you subscribe, you'll see them daily on your homepage. Real constructive feedback in the comments down below. What do you think of the, the face camity vloggy videos? Do you want to see this as like a weekly thing? Because it's something, I always like to consider. Let me know what you think with the things down below. But anyway, thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.